Greetings, all. Welcome to Monday, April 29th. I don't want to hear from anybody that is on this podcast with me until I finish saying what I'm saying. Okay. So now we all know what happened on Friday. We all know that Howard interviewed Joe Biden. We know that I got tons of texts and emails and stuff saying, emergency podcast, blah, 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 blah. And I listened to some of the show and honestly, I was kind of like drowning out. Okay with the ice. Okay with the ice. Okay. And I didn't find it to be all that interesting. The second part of this, and you are absolutely right, Benjamin, that I'm going to yell at all of you, is that, yes, we're going to talk about it today. We'll talk about it from the perspective of the aftermath of it and Howard's psychotic victory laps of his interview, even though many others have done this. I refer back to Smartless, which is Jason Bateman's podcast that he does with those two other guys, and they had on Biden, Obama, and Clinton. But you don't hear them taking phone calls and victory lapping and doing all that stuff. But this is what Howard does because he's very proud of himself. And yes, you may say to yourself, oh, Howard back in the day would have, done penis jokes and, told him about sausage versus cock. And, does your wife want to ride the Sibian? No, he would not have done that. He would have never done that. He would have never done that. Xavier and I had an argument about it today, but he would have
I'll take a chubby pickle.
He would never have done the interview to begin with. And so this is this weird, newfangled Howard who is trying to be something that he isn't. And I just want to let you guys all know in the chat today, because I know that we are divided. We are divided as a chat. We are divided as a website at RadioGunk.com. We are divided as a nation. I don't care what side you're on. Okay. Anybody in the chat tonight, I don't care what side you're on. I don't care if you're for Biden, against Biden, for Trump, against Trump, for that Kennedy dude, whatever you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because your thoughts on this affect us none. Me and Dennis and Xavier. It affects us none. So if you guys want to argue with each other in the chat, by all means do so. But I'm not going to give you the platform by which to put you up here and have you advertised for what your thoughts and beliefs are. And that's the whole reason we didn't do an emergency podcast, is because I don't really care what anybody's thoughts are about his interview with Biden. We're going to talk about the context of it. We're going to talk about the look of it. We're going to talk about the behind the scenes of it, if we can, a little bit. We're going to talk about the show today. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Yes, puzzle for president. Absolutely.
Yes, there will be food in every bowl.
Yes, every kibble for all. Kibble for all. Right.
That's what she does.
Kibble for all. And so, yeah, so that's that. And so we're going to start the show. Shockingly, I don't have a lot of clips for tonight, only because I did a compilation of all the ass fluffery. The smoke that was blown up his ass today was shocking, to say the least. He constantly said that he was going to get to the negatives, because of course there were negatives. And I dare say, if you go to social media, there was pretty much more negative than there was positive. But okay, you were able to somehow go through the minefield that is your political leanings to find, I don't know, the 15 people in America who thought that this was the most important, most seminal, most amazing, tier-worthy interview you have ever done. And so the reality was a softball. It was literally like lobbing this tissue. That's what
those people that it was very important to, they're on the payroll. So it's very important to them because they keep a job. So it's very important. Very, very important. So
it was just
that's the most important thing ever.
So I started out with like 27 clips, and then I realized,
oh my God, how?
Well, only because I just kept recording the people that were calling in.
Buchwald, okay.
I realized that it was just really worthy of its own one clip, except for this woman who was spectacular in her praise and devotion.
She's gonna get a promotion. She
How
actually may become a full producer.
No, don't forget. Don't forget. Yes, I think so. I know a lot of times, people call in from Buckwald, New Jersey, or Buckwald, New York, or Buckwald, Connecticut, or whatever it is. But remember, I told you that they reach out to people to call in. They reach out to people to be the ones who call in.
But
So,
what's the difference between that and
well,
them just
they're
being?
not
There's no difference. It's the
they're not
same
getting paid.
thing.
They're not getting paid. That's the
It
difference.
doesn't matter. It's the same thing, though.
They're not getting
It's
paid.
it's
is
still
what
a,
it is.
it's still a
I
set
think
of
everybody
calls.
is on. It's the deck is stacked, so to speak.
Yeah, it's still a set up call. It's not a real
legit.
call.
It's loaded dice, bro.
Yes. So yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this Howard driven. I don't care about anything that says that, Biden lied about, saving somebody in a fucking pool one day or give shit. Who cares? Who
Let's start
cares?
the show.
Who cares?
All
But
right.
that's the whole point. Nobody's
lot of
mind is
preamble.
changed. And that's it. And, we could talk
That's
about
it.
lies. We could talk about lies until we're blue in the face.
Cool.
But, I never touched that woman. Grab him by the
Okay,
pussy.
let's
All
like
that-
and subscribe. Thank you for joining us.
They all lie.
So all I know is that today the wife of the said interviewer had two bunnies humping. That was a great
I'm so glad.
Instagram post.
I'm so glad you said that because I need to put that
Two
in my.
rabbits humping.
I need to put that in my array of shit for tonight's
Yes.
show.
What a nitwit. I mean,
Nit-
I can't understand. It's like it doesn't understand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to you guys in the chat. Okay,
It's so depressing.
just know that.
And then there was an update on the cat that was allegedly thrown out the third story.
Oh,
window.
was there?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
looking forward to that. Okay, don't talk about it yet. Let's just start the show and let's start with the opening from today. Obviously, he's exhausted from his
Oh, he's tired.
whirlwind tour of New York and back to Florida. So let's.
Flying private. It's really exhausting to fly private.
I know. All right, wait. Just one quick thing I wanted to say. Everybody called it last week when we did our last show about going to Italy and Beth coming downstairs and saying how much she hated Howard. Immediately after the show was
Boom.
it got taken down by Sirius.
Yes.
I have now reconstituted it on Twitch, and the link is below. So if you'd like to hear that show, it is on Twitch in its full glory.
And is it on X also?
It is still on X.
Yes.
And then I think we'll just maybe segregate out the talk about the conjoined twins because that was so funny as
You
shit.
guys ever notice that every time Beth says, "I hate you so much," it's an automatic, like it's like the bat signal goes up for YouTube. Okay,
Absolutely.
every single show she said that we
Yeah.
get shit canned.
Yes. Sorry, I did not include the link to X only because Twitch lasts forever. I mean, I have it there.
Well, actually, you can.
But X does too. And
You guys can find it.
since it is April 29th, I will be putting up all the April podcasts tomorrow or the next day so that anybody who wants to listen to the shows, although some of them are such good, delicious visuals, you will be able to listen to them in your usual podcast venues. All right, so let's get started with the show and listen to Howard talking first thing this morning.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Sing it.
Bring it up a little.
I'm exhausted.
Bring
I'll
it up.
tell you that.
I was going to say, you don't look like the usual peppy guy.
I don't look peppy is right. Or peppy.
Happy?
No, I'm not. I'm beat. I'm really tired. I didn't think I'd be so exhausted after.
Ooh, interesting. Mike White says, according to last week's show, I think Howard admitting his daughter was a rabbi got edited out of the replay too.
Oh, absolutely.
Whoopies.
Interesting. I'd like to, I'm going to look.
Shalom.
I'd be curious. Shalom, biatch.
The President Biden interview, I was on a pretty big high because I was in Florida and I flew to New York, which I don't do for anybody except the president. But I flew to New York on, when did I fly to New York? On Thursday.
See, it's so curious because I was questioning. Remember when you said I had dinner with Robin the other night?
He flew up there to have dinner with her.
But we talked about it and we were like, I wonder if she went to Florida or she was in Florida. He didn't fly up until Thursday. When he talked about having dinner with her the other night, that was like Wednesday's show. So I'm a little confused about that. Was Robin?
It's very confusing. Hey, quick question: does the carbon footprint of using a private jet just to go to New York for 24 hours does that equate picking up one balloon on the beach for Beth?
Three balloons.
3 balloons. Okay.
For an hour long interview? Yes, absolutely.
Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And then I don't know. Thursday night I was all full of angst, as you know.
Angst.
And then because I wanted it to go well.
Angst.
And then on Friday morning I did the interview with President Biden, and then right afterwards I got on a plane, left town, and then I came back. I was back in Florida Friday afternoon, and I was on a big high. I was all buzzing. I was a buzz.
He was all a buzz.
And then, like even Anderson Cooper called and said, "Hey, would you come on CNN tonight to talk about your interview with the president?" And I said to my wife, "Yeah, I'm going to go on with Anderson Cooper." I was all charged up.
But then you didn't, and that was the end of that. And so the carbon footprint is shocking, right? For people that are pescatarians.
Don't use balloons, guys. Guys, don't.
Wait a minute.
Balloons ain't bad.
He's a minimalist. Come on, he's a minimalist.
It makes the planet sad. Balloons.
50,000 square feet of living space. He's a minimalist,
dude.
Yes,
it's like freaking like 20 18-wheelers, like revved up at full throttle for 24 hours is what he put into the
sure. Do go on. And okay, so then let's cut. Let's just cut to, because we're going to go back and forth on all of this stuff because there's so much to talk about. Yeah, and again, we're just gonna the opening of his and talking about that because this is apropos.
Yesterday you did something so great, and I don't know how many people are aware of it, but you got this thing with the airline passed.
What?
That now an airline, for some reason, screws you up and doesn't let you, whether you can't make the flight. They used to give you a credit, but now they are forced to refund you. And I think that's a huge deal.
Okay. It's
are you
really
serious?
This is how you start. Not we're not going to talk about
But no, that's how you start. That's how you start an interview. Seriously,
everything else that's going on there, because we're going to come back to that. But really,
the real question is,
when
was the last time Howard flew commercial?
Well, that's the thing. That's why this is so crazy.
It's been like what, 20 years, probably at least.
Oh, 30 years.
Whoop-de-doo.
Who could even know?
It's like we're giving a crap about the price of tampons, bro. Are you serious?
I mean, wow, that is just such a bizarre question to ask. It's just
the suit, though, dude.
Well,
the suit worthy of a Seinfeld episode.
We're going to come back.
Yes, we will. All right,
but his tits and his belly were all out of the suit.
But the fact that would be the first thing out of his stupid pie hole is to talk about airplane refunds when literally within 24 hours just flew private both ways, just to have it. Bizarre that this is how he rolls. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Yes, it is. That's exactly right. It's the nation's most important problem.
Well, think about Howard's problem. You know how now batteries are like lithium batteries are no on as onboard, or whatever. You have to declare your batteries. Think about that wig he wears. I bet they have to fly his own jet, like cargo, just because it's so full of carcinogens and explosives.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insanity. Okay, so stupidly, that's the way he starts the show. Again, we're gonna flip back and forth to different things within the interview and blah blah blah. All right, so let's hear the inner workings of what happened, how this all went down, and how they've been working on it for years, but how they
Years.
well, yes, and Gary will talk
Bullshit.
about that in a little while.
I've only been president for 3. I mean,
Let's talk about what it took to cordon off Sirius, and even Howard of 6 Secret Service agents, Howard of 6 protectors was
oh, you mean SEAL Team Sex?
yeah, and you're actually impressed by the fact that the leader of the United States has, I don't know, more Secret Service than you do.
No, really? Shocking.
Hoping they would cancel, maybe, because I've had to get
He
I had to get to New York, and I hate to fly, but it was crazy. I don't even. I mean, you could write a book about what goes on in terms of putting something like this together.
Believe
It is
people have,
crazy
but
from
okay.
Gary's end and a whole bunch of people on our staff. But when you walk in, first of all, the whole Sirius XM building was completely cordoned off from the rest of the city. I don't know how they do it, but literally there were barricades all over the place. And it's funny, Beth had to go out Thursday night. She got invited to go see, what the hell did she do Thursday night? Oh, she went to see Jerry Seinfeld. There was some sort of premiere of Jerry Seinfeld's Pop-Tart movie. And she was going, and everyone was complaining there that the traffic was all backed up because President Biden was in town. And
confused about the
So am I.
logistics of this whole thing. So
Well, that's pretty standard. It has nothing to do with Howard.
no,
Yeah,
in
well, no,
LA,
it has to do
you
with the presidents there. You seal
dude,
an area. But here's the
what-
thing, that building, they only have 3 what, 3 or 4 floors in that building. So the rest of the people in that building were completely inconvenienced
yes,
all of Friday.
yes,
So this guy with this wig on his head
yes.
can interview this other guy where they could have probably done it someplace else that would have not screwed everybody else up.
Well,
Okay.
I think that Biden was in upstate New York for some shit or another, whatever it was, and it just fit
Could've
into
gone
the
someplace else.
schedule to come
Listen.
here. And it's bizarre that they actually did this just for Howard's interview, which is bizarre to me.
Mhm.
But I guess they came in on Thursday night. Now, I used to live on the east side, as you pretty much all know, and I was not UN, and they used to close off the streets all the time.
Yeah.
They close off a 10-block radius. So as the car is driving, they're closing off, driving, closing off, driving,
Oh,
Correct.
driving, closing off. So they pre-plan the route that he will take from whatever airport he lands in. Usually it's Teterboro. So they go from Teterboro into the city, down the FDR or the West Side Highway, depending on where he's going to be staying or going. And they block everything the whole way around.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. This is the way it works. That's what it is. So he's so impressed by the fact
she didn't
that
say
this
anything, of
is what
course.
it is. And as somebody just mentioned in the chat, he is the first one to bitch and moan about anybody coming into the city and having to block their traffic.
He has bitched and moaned about parades.
Ugh,
Like literally
anything that
just
blocks his
that are
way.
planned ahead of time that everybody knows when they're happening, and they usually aren't during peak business. Well, St. Patrick, I guess, ends up being on a weekday, but most of the time it's like it's planned ahead. A lot of times they're on weekends, and so, but this is okay for him.
Because it's him.
This is okay.
It's always okay. So then they start talking about how it didn't get leaked out, and Beth was over at this this big movie premiere, and yeah,
She didn't say anything, of course, because we were keeping it quiet, which is a miracle,
Right.
by the way. It stayed quiet. Nobody
It
knew
didn't
why he
leak
was.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knew why he was in town, which was great. And Secret Service asked us not to, so it was great. It worked out really well. So she was like smiling that, wow, the president's in town for my husband.
No, she wasn't.
yeah, no.
I seriously, I'll call bullshit on that. Oh.
I beg to differ because this is from the night before. Hang on.
Oh, look at that.
The street, and he didn't bother to go to the wake of that police officer. And his
tomorrow. I doubt he'll go to, I think he's doing Harold Stern or something. Howard Stern.
Harold.
And yet, he's not.
Wow.
They knew.
This is true.
Wow.
All the media,
That police
all the media knew.
officer. And he's coming in tomorrow. I doubt he'll go
That's
to
hilarious.
Harold Stern or something. Howard Stern.
Harold.
Yes, he's coming in tomorrow to do Harold Stern. Yes.
Wait, how come we're not doing a podcast on Harold Stern? How come we're
I
doing
know.
it on
Harold.
doing
I
Harold.
like Harold. Harold's a pretty good guy.
But yeah, so that was on Thursday, and apparently all the
Harold.
press knew that he was coming in to do Harold Stern.
Harold.
So it wasn't really that Harold Stern. It was kind of chuckly.
Kinda.
Yeah. So then,
Kinda.
so then
Mispronouncing his name.
he's talking about that horrific suit that he wore, which we're gonna highlight out right this.
Are you
moment.
gonna post the
Oh.
comparison picture that Xavier sent?
Well, I bought Beth with me to meet the president, so she was all excited about that too. And it was Beth said to me, "You have to wear a suit when you meet the president." And I went, "Oh man, you're right. I was going to wear my usual rock and roll attire."
Yeah.
Right.
And-
When in the suit, I was really surprised.
Yeah. So was I when it didn't fit. I
Surprised.
bought that suit a year ago for my daughter.
You zoom in.
And
That's what-
measurements.
how it
and everything. In fact, I made it a little bit big.
There you go.
And sure enough, in 1 year, I've gotten even so much more out of shape, especially on my midsection. I have a definite belly now. When I get in a bathing suit, like I'm one of those old dudes with like a belly.
First off, can we just discuss how horrible he looks? Nick,
He looks like dick, dude.
All right. I've seen people in coffins look better than him.
I dare say,
Dude.
he looks chubby.
He looks a little bloated.
Something looks.
He look
I
bloated.
don't know, man.
Medication or something like he.
He's-
looks-
maybe
No,
he's
I
on,
think what they did is they did that was a concealer.
I don't
And
know.
Maybe
remember,
he's
it's
getting
like
the
they-
injection.
They
Remember,
really put it on there.
It looks
remember, he gets injections. Remember, he gets what are those things? The fillers and
Botox?
stuff for that face. Yes.
Collagen, Botox,
Yeah,
whatever.
collagen, Botox
Derm?
to help.
I don't
fix
know,
that
but he looked.
ugliness.
You sure his face just doesn't get a little penal punishment?
It gets lots of that too.
Yeah.
And this
He
hair.
looks like, dude, for someone
Oh,
who's
no.
like got about $1 billion in assets, he looks like dick.
My daughter actually asked, "So how do you think it's held on?" I said, "There's like a mesh. It's
Listen, did you explain to her
Dude.
the system?
there's like a mesh in there. It's a lot of work."
Yeah, he wore his formal wig too.
I know, but it's
It's not the same hair we saw a couple weeks ago.
first
No,
of all,
it's not.
the lighting in this whole thing is absolutely.
Dude,
Oh,
look at it,
right.
it's like a dungeon.
Why?
It
I
is.
mean,
It's bizarre, you guys.
all right. So
It looks like the
have-
dungeon where they kept the gimp in
Wait.
Pulp Fiction.
you have an important guy there, right? And you light it like it's from Pulp Fiction with the gimp scene.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
they look like they have the budget for one light bulb.
I mean,
What the hell is going
60
on?
watt light bulb.
Seriously, get a fucking gaffer, get a fucking lighting crew to come in. Jesus.
Christ. I
It's
mean, it's your
horrible.
biggest interview of your whole life.
Of his
And
whole
you
life.
screwed
of
it up.
his
And you
whole
screwed
life,
it up.
of
Yeah,
his
bring the
whole
gimp.
life.
Exactly.
I
Look at that. How is that any different?
Exactly.
think I'm
That's
kidding.
exactly what it is.
Look at Howard's in the dark on the right. Biden's with the bad plugs is on the left. Look at that.
I mean, look at that lighting on him. It's harsh. I mean, that's not even nice.
Get the gimp. Gimp's asleep. I guess we're gonna have to wake him up now, aren't we? You hear that, hillbilly boy? I ain't dealing with you, my damn yet. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
There you go. Bring the gimp. Bring the gimp. By the way, this is just making me laugh really hard. Just so you
That's Howard in a suit.
know.
Dun, 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 dun. At least David Burns was consciously trying to make himself look,
Yes, he was.
look ridiculous.
Yes,
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 that
he
man's a genius.
that's quite delicious.
Yes. Yeah. But good
But
Lord.
yeah, for sure, Howard looked like shit. He just did. He just.
I mean, everything about that. First of all, it's supposed to be a tailored shirt. You're not supposed to have 3 fingers of space between your
Right,
neck and
right.
the collar. That looks terrible.
Terrible. And he
I
says
don't know.
he says in the next clip. Hold on.
Want to
Thanks.
know about something? I watched some of the video clips of the Biden, President Biden interview. And honest to God, and I don't know what it is with my self-image, he looks way better than me. He just looks like a normal person. Something's wrong with me. I look really peculiar to me.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. We agree with that. You look like a scarecrow with somebody put seaweed on top of their head.
It's actually shocking
Dude,
how bad he looks.
like
Honestly,
legit for as much as people call us haters, just look at that. How can anybody think that dude's worth that kind of scratch?
That,
And we're
worth
dressed like
any
that.
type of money? No.
Like, nuts.
Dude,
You go,
Look how, oh my God. It's even worse than that picture. Like the sleeves of the jacket are way too short for,
dude, there's some shit going on, man.
look at that. Oh my God. That looks terrible. You look like a clown.
And you look, and listen, he wore it a year ago for the wedding. You think, okay, you know what? Let's call a tailor and have this thing like fit properly. How hard could that possibly be?
Oh my God. Look at the wait. The cuffs. All right. I'm no fashion guy,
Wait,
but I
did
know
Ralph
that your
get that for
cuffs
him?
could
Just out of
be-
curiosity.
yes,
Was
Ralph.
Ralph still alive when
They-
this happened?
Yes.
When this was
Yes,
purchased?
Ralph was the person helped
Someone
design
dig
this suit.
Ralph up and slap him and put him back in the ground. The hell?
I mean,
Seriously.
everything about it, it fits him poorly. The sleeves look weird. The collar looks super weird. And why are you wearing a tie like that with that outfit?
Bro,
That tie
it
is
looks like
that
a
tie is a
last minute-
crime. That tie is a crime.
honestly,
Who wears a black?
honestly, it looks like
Black
a last
tie.
minute
It's a
suit purchase
crime.
for someone's uncle at a quinceañera.
At least I did more a printed tie because that's what normal people
Yeah,
do.
he looks Brian's
Black
dressed
tie-
like
that's
a normal
Crooked
human.
and
This is
disheveled.
exactly the tie he wore for the
And
wedding.
here's the thing: he's clearly has a monitor on. He's got an IFB or something going on. Someone should just say, "Hey, dude, let's pause for a second while we fix your tie." Why isn't people are
You
actually
can't.
looking at this and saying this is okay?
Xavier, he can't because the collar is too big. You
But
can't
still,
pull the tie
dude,
up anymore
Still-
because it's
dude. I have done hundreds of hours of chroma key, freaking interviews and stuff. If something's a little bit off, you go, "Hey, let's stop for a second. Let's fix this.
you
Is it
can't fix
flyaways
that.
or whatever it is? Let's fix it, and we'll go back to it. No one's gonna miss it. That 1 second that you take to fix it. Look at that. How can
Oh,
someone
that
look
looks
at that? That's
terrible.
there's a director, there's a camera person saying, "Hey, we should really
Oh.
not." Come on,
Oh my
look
Christ.
ridiculous.
He looks insanely bad there. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my God. The hair.
It looks
Wait.
like it's fitted like like when grade school kids have like a play and they buy them like a suit and it's always never quite fitting. That's what
Yes.
it looks like.
Or you have to wear your big brother's like suit.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
exactly.
it looks like
yeah,
communion suit.
here's your dad's tie. Put it on.
It looks like a communion suit. It
Mhm.
really does. It looks like a
Dude.
communion suit. But the hair in this
Bro.
picture, look at that. Look at that weird part
Hair,
up in the thing. Look at that weird part. Like
And
it
there's-
doesn't. Oh, you just drooled.
And there's
all over
literally
me
no
and shit.
key light on him. Usually a subject you have a key light on so you can see their facial expressions.
This is,
He's literally being
this is what
like a candle from 100 yards away.
first off, he looks pink. I mean, it's just
He does look. He has a weird color to him.
here's just a little bit more on that. Hang on, here we go.
I mean, I've got the dark hair.
Hey, you're wearing a tie. Thank you, coach.
That helps me, but nobody thinks it's real. Everyone thinks I'm dyeing my hair, so it doesn't really help.
Oh my god.
Everyone's
That's
like,
not
well,
true. We don't think you dye it. We know it's
you're
fake.
more fuckable than
We're
I
not
did,
listening to
so
the
it doesn't really help. Everyone's like, well, but Biden looked way more fuckable than I did.
What?
Yeah. That's not saying much, is it?
That might be true. And he literally looks
Yeah.
like he's at a fucking Madame
See,
Tussauds.
there's a key on him.
Yeah,
There's a key
exactly.
on him. See his
At
face.
least it looks human.
And
He
Howard
looks
is
human
so,
at
like-
least. Howard doesn't look human.
Well, you know what? It's like an old dude that's being lit.
Oh, I love that picture.
Yes, he's old dude being lit, and this is like some gargoyle.
Gargoyle.
I'm going to tell you, Howard,
With
you
a
look like a
candle.
fat
Put a candle to your side of the room.
You're a fat gargoyle. How about that?
Fat gargoyle. Ooh, Grosso Diacini.
Fagoyle.
Fagola.
Fagoyle.
Fagoyle.
Venezuela.
Wow. That hair though, that weird part, like
Billionaire,
that's not
bro.
normal.
That's a billionaire.
That's not
Billionaire who knew that he was going to be interviewing the president for at least a week. This is how you prep. This is what you look like. This is who you are.
Dude, I mean, like anybody with that kind of scratch would have a nice Italian suit.
Oh
like
my
all,
God.
you know,
I'm sure this
everything
is
just
a
kind of done.
No, let's be fair. I'm sure this is a nice Italian suit, but they fit.
No, that's like a tent at a circus, bro.
I mean, I
there's no way
haven't
that's an Italian
seen
suit.
I haven't seen the fullness of the suit, but I'm pretty sure that that's I'm pretty sure that that's a suit that was
Stop making sense.
Oh, I think actually, didn't they have like a tailor custom make that for him here?
Yes, they did. Ed Ralph come in and help.
That's right.
And I bet, I mean, the tailor should lose his license.
Yeah.
He should never work again because this is that is terrible.
Don't ever give us the name of the tailor because
Please, this is. I mean, I mean, I've gone to Nordstrom's and bought suits, and literally I come out and they fit me. They fit like literally. You put it on me and it fits.
Yeah.
Like I have a suit, and the cuffs are just with the cuff. You know, the cuffs match. Like there's a little bit of shirt, just a little bit of shirt, not all shirt.
Well, when you're standing perfectly still, you should show about half an inch of.
Yeah, a little.
That's right.
He has even sitting down, you shouldn't show.
Like this. You're supposed to be able to stretch out like this, and you should only see maybe about an inch and a half.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Howard has about 4 inches showing there.
Yeah.
Fire bad.
No, let me compliment you what you just said. I knew that when I was in 11th grade, living in the ghetto. This motherfucker lives in New York, billionaire, and he can't figure that crap out. What's that saying about him?
He did happen to. Well, he said that when he was fitted for the suit, he wanted it just a little bit bigger on him because he knew that he had to wait for the wedding, but he wanted it to still
You're
be
rich. Buy 2 suits.
go
What's
crazy.
wrong
Get it tailored.
You're a freaking billionaire.
But
Buy
dude,
a dozen suits.
Dude, get a new shirt. Get a shirt.
Oh, that shirt is terrible. I don't know what size shirt that is.
Literally is. That's exactly right. This is literally like the suit that they buy you for your confirmation or your communion.
Yeah, it's a communion suit.
Totally.
And a communion shirt.
You actually just borrowed it from your older brother. That's exactly what this suit is. It's just.
I bet. I mean, you know, his neck is probably what, like a 35, and that's like a 36 and a half.
You mean 16 and a half?
I mean a 16. His neck's probably like a 15 because he has a pencil neck.
He might be.
And it's like a 16 and a half.
New York. There's like a million places in New York you can buy a really nice suit. He had the time. He could.
Guys.
Even in Palm Beach, there are great places to buy suits.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I will double down and I will give you the suit. I'll give you the suit. Just buy a new shirt. Just buy a new shirt that fits. Like, we wouldn't even pay attention to the suit if the shirt fit, and the shirt does
not fit. It still doesn't fit after a year. It doesn't fit.
If it does not fit, you must acquit. You must get rid of this.
This is a terrible fitting shirt. And you know what?
Just the fact
I saw in the chat that it's like a tuxedo shirt, and I think it is. It's embarrassing.
I'm not sure if it's a tuxedo shirt. I don't see the
little.
I don't see the cuffs on this because you would
I
have.
thought you meant like the T-shirts.
I got those in the other room.
You know what? It's just a nice shirt. I don't think he wore a tuxedo shirt per se.
I don't know, man.
Quite that short, and you wouldn't wear this with a bow tie, so it's not necessarily. Plus, it doesn't have French cuffs or anything like that.
It has to have French. Yeah.
I don't think it's really considered. Let me look at it.
I don't know. That looks. Oh my god!
Just out of curiosity, did Jason Bateman wear a suit for his interview?
No, probably not.
I bet he didn't.
I bet he didn't at all.
Oh my god, those guys.
Wait, it is.
Arnett,
it's French.
Those guys.
It's French. Is it?
No, I think it's just
those
like
regular buttons.
I think it's a thick double button cuff of some sort. I'm sure this was made for him too. I'm sure this was made for him.
And they should fire whoever he should sue whoever made it because it's terrible.
You know what? At this point, just have them wear that little ball skin suit that they wear for like Iron Man, and then they put in the superhero stuff in post. At this point, he should just do that.
Oh, green screen ball. So they could just
Yeah, the green screen balls. That's what Howard should just do. They should just like CG it in later.
Oh, God, that's awful. It's just awful. Just awful, you guys.
The show's gonna be 5 hours long today.
This is depressing. It's so. I mean, it's embarrassing to have that much cash and to look that much like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Zoompa. I forgot he was called
Hey,
Zoompa.
yeah, what did the granddaughters have to
Zoompa.
say about Zoompa?
I have to make a note of that because I keep forgetting.
Zoompa.
Zoompa. You know what? Because we lost Wednesday's show, which was so
Yes.
fantastic. Seriously, it was such a fun,
Yes, it was.
ridiculous show. We laughed so hard during that. So
Do
yeah,
you realize we've literally this show's turned into Hogan's Heroes, and we're always going Hogan
Zoompa.
after they nuke our shows.
Let's move on. Let's move on to some
Schultz!
let's move on to some idiocracy. So apparently some admiral after the show was over shook his hand and gave him something, and he thought he was getting like some sort of medal of honor or something, but in reality they get like there's these tokens that each branch of the military give out. And well, yeah, okay, so he didn't know this. Let me just play this.
Wait a second. Something's going down here. I didn't know what.
The admiral showed you a picture from the 80s from his office where your picture is hanging in his office. That's how long
that was
he
cool.
sent you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the admiral. I go, dude, I'm impressed with you. You're an admiral. I didn't even know they had those anymore. I thought that,
Of course
I didn't even know.
they do.
I don't know.
He didn't know that admirals existed.
So the military got rid of admirals and generals in this moron's mind because, yes. Wow.
Wait, because somebody was noticing that Howard in the for Ashley's wedding looked exactly the same, and
Disheveled.
That it was still as disheveled, exactly. And
he looks like a street person.
yeah, let me see.
A giant gargoyle in a
Hey,
suit.
Since the Stern people clearly listen to the show, can I do a little spoiler for Howard right now?
Okay.
Spoiler alert. That's the suit that Beth is going to bury you in. I'm not joking. You think I'm kidding, but when they put that whatever that tomb mausoleum, whatever the hell that pyramid they're going to build for you, that is what you're going to wear for eternity.
Is she going to put that? Is it going to put that wig on his head?
Trick
Oh,
or treat.
dude, they're going to put it on backwards. On
No,
purpose.
just for shits and giggles, they'll keep it off.
You guys think I'm kidding? That's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, that's the outfit.
They're going to go, where's that suit?
There's not a single human being on this chat that doesn't agree with that. Not a single one.
Yeah.
So then we start to go into the ass kissing calls, and it was just
Called it. It's an
ridiculous.
Easy call.
So we usually call them in the nomenclature of RadioGunk the victory lap. So it's there's usually like a victory lap for every show nowadays. So it used to be it was just for like a. And I get it for this one, but usually it used to be just for like when they had injuries and blah, 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 blah. But now they victory lap everything from the
every segment gets a victory lap.
Every segment gets a victory lap. Yes, exactly.
Start victory lapping the victory lap.
Yes.
So this victory lap, if you want to visualize it, it's two rednecks in a parking lot with their arms out the window doing donuts.
Mm-hmm.
That is this level of victory lap. That's where we are right now.
That's where we are. That's exactly
where we are.
That's where we are. So I'm going to play. What do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear the. Okay. I feel so cute doing this to you guys. Okay. Do you want to hear the victory lap mix, or do you want to hear the ultimate ass kiss call? Which one do you want to hear?
Let's do the mix because she was crazy. Do the mix first. I heard this all. Do the mix first.
All right. So this is a little bit long, but it's pretty much everybody who called in because I just kept recording it. And it's just the best of every call. Now, just keep in mind that Howard also said that he got a lot of negative feedback to his interview. And we all waited because he said he would play, both aspects of it. And
he did, though. He got one that says he's not on Fridays.
Yeah, not on Fridays.
I heard that. I heard that he got it not on Fridays. That was the negative. It was terrible. Yes,
right.
that was.
Here we go.
That was
victory lapping the mix. Here we go. This is really insanity. Okay, here we go.
I was just so happy to hear it. I was in tears during it.
Your dad was alive today, he'd be so fucking proud of you, man. I know it's hard for you to take that, but I think he would.
I need to say, I was really torn on who I was going to vote for.
Sure you are.
It was to the point for me where I was going to kind of vote for that small guy that nobody hears about. But it just completely changed.
Adamant?
It was just really cool to kind of hear him just speak as he's like a true American. I think a lot of people are just going to sway in his direction now after listening to this because,
I just want to tell you that it was amazing. It should be played. The interview should be played on loop everywhere it possibly can.
Sure.
I have forwarded it to so many people who don't subscribe to Sirius, and I really wish
I don't know how.
Sirius at least would put it out there for free, if not other networks.
Yes, of course.
First thing I wanted to say to you guys, just amazing. And number two, I think you should be his campaign manager.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely. Yes.
If he does not come across the way that he came across speaking with you for that.
He comes across the same way every time.
The guy has it down. He's the same.
Biden was amazing. He makes the guy look like the guy we're running against a toddler. The things he humanized himself, man. He made himself really came across well. He did a phenomenal job. And I'm really impressed that you got that time with him because, man, did he make Trump look like an idiot.
How?
Involved in the helping this booking from people in his inner circle and all that stuff. But you know who was super helpful on this? Really?
Oh, I didn't mean to have that on here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
Hello? Who was super helpful on this? Really?
Man, great. I have listened.
In his inner circle and all that stuff. But you know who was super helpful?
Try to skip ahead.
That interview about 13 times. Every time I could walk by, I'm either listening to it on my Alexa or in my car, and it was so great. I was loving every minute of it, and I just want to share it with all my friends who are debating whether or not to vote for Biden or not because of the Israel issue or because of this issue. And I just have to thank you for doing what you did to help that.
She's plugging all the places you can listen to Sirius.
Hopefully get reelected.
Howard, can I just say one thing? Believe me, there were a lot of people who were really helpful. Hillary Clinton.
Why is this coming?
Wow.
I don't know because this is very important from Bowie.
Our people really
Just so you know, Baba Bowie said that Hillary Clinton's people are the ones that should really get all the credit for it because they're the ones who helped get Biden.
Biden's people know.
I don't know why that's in here.
I know your father is looking down on you.
Oh, come on. We were here.
Wait, it's a repeat call.
And he is proud of you.
Different guy.
And
same stuff.
Inside out. Now, I know you're shitting on it and you're joking about it and everything, but I guarantee that your career has culminated to this level right here. And to me, outside looking in, you have done it all.
Sure.
Does that mean he can leave? Could he just
Yeah,
retire
that was
now?
70 people.
Jesus Christ. So now we get the ultimate ass kiss call. Because
I don't know if I can
What
do
makes
it,
me
man.
want to vomit.
okay, because we're gonna move on to
Do what you need
Just
to
play
do.
it. Play the ultimate
Blunt.
ass cook.
We're gonna move on to Emily Blunt momentarily, but this really gives you no, the lathering was shocking, but this is the best one.
This is really bad.
Here we go.
Oof,
Hi, thanks
the
for taking
waiters.
my call, Howard. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Robin. I just want to say you were so inspirational on Friday. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that you were on the air, but the interview had me in tears. You did America the biggest service that the king, you're not the king of all media. You are the Superman of all media. I mean,
Superman.
it was. I sent it to my family
Of course
as well.
you did. Sure.
You also looked handsome, and I'm glad you wore the suit. But Howard, it was groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. Yes.
I think you should have that interview on CNN. You've reached a lot of people, with their vote.
Okay. Wait, I love the fake calls. How did they send something that's on a paywall to someone else? How do you send that? There's no file to
Well, you can
send.
only send it from the Twitter machine, which is the only place
Yeah,
where.
but those are small clips. It's not
Oh
the
no,
interview.
no, baby! I think actually where I
They
have
did the whole thing.
they released it on Twitter.
They
I
did the
mean, on
whole thing. Wait. Hold on a second then. So this is the same man that screamed at JD for announcing his wedding, that he got engaged on Twitter, saying, "Why didn't you save that for the show?" But he's okay for him to dump something that's behind a double paywall for free on Twitter. Okay, I get it now. Perfectly fine. It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I think actually that's the same guy. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's the same guy who dumped this.
Let me start off by saying I love you.
What are we talking about?
I was telling Robin about how nervous you are about taking me to Italy.
Oh.
I know. I shouldn't open this up, but it's so funny.
Funny?
You said to me last night when we were playing with Laura, and it was
Just so.
what? What am I?
What are
Tell
you?
me, because I think I think people. What is it? You think I'm not going to be fun in Italy?
Well, like, what was it the other day? I was like, let's go for a walk. And then I realized.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. Yeah, that guy that took down that show.
That guy who took down that show.
Yeah, he's a pill.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, so much.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So that was him. Again, I have clips from the interview. I don't think that it's
Wow.
I online when you guys all tagged me in about how he
Boring.
going to be on air with Biden. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was in my car at the time, so I just threw it onto Sirius, and I'm listening to it. And
You're lucky.
you got this guy, and then you got the other one who literally has the most monotone. He is Sleepy Joe. He is Sleepy Joe. And so
How did you not drive off the road listening to this?
I was like, God, I can't listen to this. And the funny thing to me
no
is,
energy.
Joe Biden is a lifetime politician, right? So there is not a single story about Joe Biden and the things his dad used to say to him and his wife dying. And yes, it's horrible. It's horrible that his wife died and the baby died and that whole thing. It's horrible. But these are not new stories. So you're not mining any father hunger from the president of the United States. You can't Psych 101 him into saying something that nobody else has ever heard. And the only thing that came out of this whole interview that was newsworthy, even slightly, even remotely, even for a moment, is the fact that he said he would debate Trump. Who knows if that'll happen? I don't give a shit. All I know,
weird. Everything about it is weird.
Came out of it. It was a very soft sell. It was, like I said, it was like throwing this tissue against the wall. That's how hard the interview was. And there is nothing to be thought of it. Zero. It was a 0.0 interview. Stop, blowing smoke up his ass. It meant nothing.
So the only reason anybody even talked about it, like in media, is that they press released the living hell out of this when it happened.
When it happened, but there was no forward motion about it. This is one of those things. Stay tuned. Howard has a surprise guest this afternoon. I mean, you didn't have to mention his name. You could have just said, something is going on. Be prepared. Blah blah blah. And you know what? All this. The fuck you with your bullshit about how you like to, jump into your show all the time. You literally just started doing that like last season. That's like the first time you started doing that.
But now we got this to count as another show. He's done 3 non-show shows now.
Puzzle's in the building. I just need everybody to know Puzzle's in the building.
Yeah, Puzzle is
the important thing.
Getting herself ready to relax.
Let's prioritize ourselves here. Puzzle is in the building. Okay.
She's getting all set up. She's getting ready.
Yeah.
There's a process.
So just to put a little tail end onto the conversation about Howard and Joe, we would be remiss if we didn't put up what the Florida guy said on his Truth Social. Letter to Joe. Dear Joe, now that you've committed to debate on the now dying Howard show, no less. Let's set it up right now. I'm ready to go anywhere you are. We could do it in DC, even pinpoint the White House, New York. Radical left fascists are finished with election interference against your political opponent, me. In any event, let's get it done. People in the country deserve to know why 15 million people from prison, mental institutions to invade our country on our now very open southern border that everybody has voted against closing, or why you want everybody to foolishly have in 5 years an all-electric car, which won't go far, is very expensive and will be made in China, or why you're allowing energy prices to skyrocket, coming crash inflation reach levels we've never seen before. Maybe you have reason for this and you have a chance to talk about it, but let's get a debate going.
So
People have the right to know.
So he kind of opened himself up to a problem.
What's the problem?
No, he's just now he actually put himself out there by being on the stupid Stern show. Now he said something.
Honestly,
what?
You're running for fucking presidency
But
again.
the thing is, they've been dodging.
Second fucking term.
I know, but he's been dodging. And
debate, period. That's the way it's supposed to work. That's the way.
but
even though the fucking debates are all bullshit.
they're terrible.
Bullshit.
They're horrible to watch.
They're
They're
terrible.
not debates.
I know that Xavier, actually, before we get off the presidential thing really quickly, wanted to talk about this chroma key.
That's some bad. I mean,
dude,
the
I
lighting
don't know what the hell is really going on there, bro.
That's some bad lighting.
Weird
man.
shit.
It looks terrible.
Weird.
It looks like
doesn't look
really
right.
bad chroma key. It looks like some couple of like 6th graders that are doing it for the first time.
So a professional wouldn't have that color background behind somebody.
It's even the color of choice. It's poorly executed, man.
It is.
It looks like garbage. Whatever
It
they're
does.
doing,
I mean,
it looks
they
like garbage.
It looks like they shot it like in 480 and then tried to make it.
Dude, it just looks like shit. That's all.
Absolute shit.
Wow.
Absolute shit. All right. So there you go. There's
really bad.
Click on the private chat thing I sent. It was just recently posted. So I don't know if you want to share that with everybody.
Okay. Hang
And
on.
read the little explanation.
Okay. All right. Ready for your jump scare? Here we go. Look.
Ah! Jesus Christ. Could you spoiler that?
This is what I wore to meet the president.
You look embarrassing.
He bought the tie. He bought a tie, especially for the day. Of course, I can't take myself too seriously. Puppet
Oh
and
my
trumpet.
God.
I didn't realize he had Papa Puppet.
You know what? You know who did the Papa Puppet? Gary Puppet, our own Gary Puppet. He sent that shirt in for
the t-shirt
Gary
itself?
Puppet. Yeah, the Papa Puppet. That was
Okay.
our Gary Puppet did that.
Gary looks incredibly disturbing, and that tie is hideous.
Good.
That tie is hideous. Oh my God. At least his shirt fits.
You know what he looks like? Do you remember the movie with Roddy Piper, They Live? When they put on the glasses? That's what he looks like.
Dude.
He looks like put on the sunglasses.
Dude.
That's what he looks like. If you look up They Live,
he's not committed.
he looks just like
He's not committed to the goatee. He's not committed to a beard. I mean, that's just really, that's a lot going. Oh, that's a lot going on there. That's a lot going on.
He shouldn't smile.
No,
Shouldn't smile.
no. But commit to a goatee or a beard. Commit. That's neither. That's just a mess. Oh my God, dude.
Here, watch.
Dude. That tie, though. That tie is tragic.
But at least his shirt fits. See?
Yeah, the shirt fits, but the tie is tragic.
Here, let me click on this in 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm scared to know.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
I'm ready to give him a carrot or
Compare
or
that
a
to
sugar
Gary.
cube.
I mean, I found that in a. Yeah, I didn't have time to really research it, obviously. But yeah.
Can you send me something? Yeah, his gums are gray. It's really gross.
It's
Zoom in on the dude in that picture and then compare it to Gary.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Private chat. I just sent you another.
Private. He sent another private chat.
Yes,
He's using the hell out of that tonight.
Yeah. Now zoom in on the dude. Now compare that to Gary.
Wow.
It's pretty damn close. Just put glasses on the dude.
All right, you're all insane, and yes, okay.
Full high.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is new. This is
Yeah, you guys know.
What gums?
John
I
don't
don't
know.
see
John don't know
gums.
what's up.
All I see is teeth.
It's
I see
gross.
just teeth.
It's gross. We're moving on. So yeah, that's I guess that's all we get from Robert A. Bowie, huh? That's
Mama Monkey.
was there anybody else there that was
No. It was just boy Gary.
That's it. All
Oh,
right.
no, I was there, boss. I was there, boss.
I'm sure he took a picture with Biden as well. I'm sure they all.
That
They talked about that a little bit. They talked about how Beth had a dentist appointment, but she canceled it so that
so the farrier canceled.
So that,
Cantor.
yes.
Fraud.
Because apparently, if she was wanting to be in the picture, she had to be there right when the president got there, and she had to be on the list of people that he would take a picture with, or else she didn't get in. So that's the way that apparently.
Someone should have told Beth that there's white powder to be had.
All right, so that would be the president. That's what you get. Okay, so yeah, so just another stupid thing I just wanted to get to really quickly.
Wait, Joe didn't do sausage or penis?
No, they didn't blind.
Ah, boo! What a ripoff.
But I was curious that Howard kept calling him the father of our country, and stupidly.
That's a little weird.
Well, he stupidly conflated the founding fathers with the father of our country.
Wasn't that George Washington?
Yeah, George Washington's considered the father of the country.
It was the birth of our nation. It was the birth of our
movie.
Not because he's
not that movie.
That movie.
So
that's why they're called the founding fathers.
What's in the pouch?
Not
That's what they should have done. Hey George, what's in the pouch? I mean Joe, sorry.
All right, you're a bit stupid. You're just
I am
stupid. Not you.
He's a little dumb.
Come on, let's call a spade a spade.
He's a bit stupid. All right.
He got in trouble for that.
Listen, I agree with you guys. I mean, anybody who wants to talk about it in the chat, I agree. I mean, he's too old. I hate the other one. I'm just betwixt in between with this. It's just such a hard place to be. I really
should have.
He should have.
So Emily Bland came in, and
Emily Bland. Yeah,
Emily Bland
to promote a movie.
What? It's
Fall?
it's a remake of The Fall Guy, and I just call it The Fail Guy, because all right, before we start having her clips, this movie cost $125 million to make.
Oh my God, you're kidding!
Good Christ! And you figure another $75 million for promotion, so they're $200 million in the hole. There's no way this thing's making $200 million gross.
It's a certified dud already.
This is going to lose $100
bomb.
million easily. $100 million.
What if it's really good?
It will not be really good,
bro.
Emily Blunt's in it.
Rotten Tomatoes and already a 7.3 on IMDb.
Cool.
Whatever. It's gonna be bad.
No, you know what? Anything released before May is usually
garbage.
Not that.
What is anything coming out that we care
It's
about?
Ryan Gosling. Trust me. No.
Now, people love Ryan Gosling.
Yes, but he's not. No. And her? No.
No, I have no interest.
Name one movie that she actually was really the focus of, and not the story.
The one with the one where they're on Mars. What was the name of that one?
It's so memorable. You forgot what
I forget every movie though, so that's not fair. That's not fair to me.
I mean,
Tomorrow. She was great in Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, that's because it was Tom Cruise movie. That was a Tom Cruise movie.
Great in Devil Wears Prada.
Also, she was the second fiddle in that.
Great movie. I've never heard of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All time. It's right next to Goodfellas for me.
Never.
Didn't Beth get a cat from there?
A Quiet Place. I hated that.
Yeah, but that was because of the plot.
And she didn't really talk. Let's be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl on the Train. Sure, why not?
6.5.
Yeah, my ears are too hot.
Animal Cracker remake.
Yeah, sure. All good movies. Okay, so Emily Blunt comes in to tell us about a movie that probably didn't do well. Let's be honest.
So this movie, it has to make $420 million to break even worldwide.
Wow.
It ain't doing that. They're gonna lose money on this movie.
You know what? I have to tell you, I'm really over movies that have like those shitty Mission Impossible-esque type of CGI weird stunts. Like, I'm over it. I'm over all of this. I think it's like such a stupid premise for movies. I hate it. I will tell you something I just saw the other night. Finally finished that was shocking and ridiculous all at the same time. It was called Baby Reindeer. Let me see what it gets. 8.1 on IMDb. It's not for everybody. And it's near and dear to my heart because it's about this chick who's basically stalking this dude, but bad, like stalking in the highest sense of the word. And it's a true story. And I'm going to recommend it, but I'm going to preface that by saying it is absolutely not for everybody. It is so disturbing and so weird that I'm not sure everybody will appreciate.
So
That's all I'm going to.
then I will recommend something that people actually will like. The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie on Netflix.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
It's a fun show. It's fun. It's Guy Ritchie at his best. Absolutely, Guy Ritchie at his best.
I get to 8.1. Excellent. I will definitely watch
it's fun. It's Guy Ritchie doing the quippy kind of conversational stuff that he's very good at. Really good action. Nice, good show. Fun to watch.
Okay, I'm going to recommend The New Look. It's about Christian Dior and Coco Chanel, and how Coco Chanel was basically a Nazi sympathizer during World War II. But it's an amazing World War II story about France during World War II, during Nazi occupation. And also a great fashion story. Really just remarkable. I'm highly recommending it. All right, let's move on. Sorry.
Hey, wait, what about me?
Well, what do you got?
Go ahead, shoot it.
I got the 1979 version of Watership Down. It's a great movie. If anybody hasn't
Watership Down.
Everybody's seen Watership Down. What are you talking?
I'm just kind of
probably haven't seen it in forever though.
And you're just trying to
it's a great movie though.
Want a participation trophy for that right now?
Yes. The whole world will be your enemy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if they catch you, they will kill you.
So before we move on to Emily Blunt, he starts talking about the Bon Jovi documentary that's on TV. I guess he was on Ronnie, and Ronnie's like, "Oh, it was so good. I watched the whole thing in one sitting." I don't care about Bon Jovi, but Robin always coming out with something delicious and beautiful that we can always cling to as a little bon mot from Robin. Here we go. It's only 10 seconds.
Time, I have a great love for singers, and I don't think singers in rock and roll get their due.
How, why, where, how?
Wait a minute, I'm confused.
What singers don't get their due, Robin?
I'm confused. You mean Robert Plant didn't get his due?
Singers don't get
Nick Jagger didn't get his due?
Doesn't get his due. Doesn't get his due.
That lead singer of Soundgarden didn't get his due?
No due. No due.
They didn't get their due.
Yeah, because Howard's very into the guitarists and the drummers, but singers don't get their due.
They don't get their due.
Don't get their due. Elvis, exactly. Don't get their due. So Emily Bland comes in, as Dennis just said, and Howard asks her about Italy, and of course, Emily and her husband have traveled the world because Emily's a normal human being actress
and she's from Europe, and it's a hop, skip, and a jump to go to the other countries. And she was a girl of privilege, so she definitely went there.
Indeed. So what was the story with her privilege?
Her father was high in the military in England, which pretty much gets you pretty high privilege. And she went to school with Ronnie Wood's son.
Right.
That means Ronnie Wood has been wealthy for a very long time. So obviously this was not a public school. Yeah, that's the type. That's how she rolls. She's kind of a nepo baby, just a slave nepo baby.
Well, nepo doesn't really count when your father is basically a lawyer.
How dare you?
How you got cash? I mean, you buy your way in.
So she actually had difficulties with stuttering, and
Emily, clean the poop deck.
So why didn't Howard sit there and try to get her to stutter like he used to do, like to Quentin the stutterer, like and see she starts stuttering.
Well, instead he chooses to ask her about going to Europe. So let's talk about that for a second.
Hey, you got married in Italy, right, to your husband, John?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How am I going to do over there? I'm actually going to go there. Is it going to be miserable for me? Yeah, I've never
What do you
been.
mean, how am I going to do over there? Do you mean like, will you blend in? Will you like the food? Will you like the people? What do you mean, how am I going to do?
I mean, I don't know. It was a dumb question. Talk to me about.
When are you? But tell me where you're going, and is it a holiday?
What do you mean?
He doesn't know what the word holiday means.
Nope, not a clue. It literally went wrong. I picked that up immediately. Like, he has no idea what holiday means.
It's what
He's
you've
an
been on for
imbecile.
4 years, dude.
He has no idea what a holiday is.
No idea. He's no idea. He's
No
never heard
idea
this
that
before.
people other than us who say that we're going on vacation, meaning that we're vacating the premises that we're in right now to go somewhere else, as opposed to in Europe and pretty much everywhere else around the world, say they're going on holiday. So they're taking a holiday.
It would be so nice.
I didn't understand that.
Holiday.
Hang on, let me get back to it.
Celebrate.
It's a dumb question. Talk to me about.
When are you? But tell me where you're going, and is it a holiday?
What do you mean? A
Like,
holiday?
you going on holiday, or are you going to work?
No. I'm
going
going to
on
go.
vacation?
I'm going to go with Jimmy and Molly and my wife. I'm going on vacation.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holiday.
Do you know where? Holiday.
Yeah, I know where. Yeah, I
I
know
love
where.
that Robin's like vacation.
You know what? I would tell you where, but I know you and John will try and get in. It's just the four of us.
We
We
do
can't
try
have
and slither our way in there. We just
you do.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
This is how
So Blunt is a chemo plant because she is friends with Jimbo Kimball.
Jim Krasinski, her husband, right, was originally friends with Jimmy, and then they got married, and now she is friends with them. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, earlier in the interview, he was talking about her husband, who honestly, if you really don't follow it very close, you don't know who the hell he is. I mean, really, honestly, I have no idea who he was.
What are you talking about? The Office is one of the biggest shows that's ever
It's
been
the
on.
American Office. I don't watch that.
Mm.
I watch the English Office because it's actually
Were
good.
you on holiday when you watched it?
Yes, I was. I was on holiday.
Indeed.
It would be so nice.
Okay, wait. What was the point of that whole story about not knowing who her husband was? Which is
it kept the way they were talking is like he was a household name. He really isn't. He wrote one good movie. He directed one good movie, and yeah.
Emily Blunt says marriage to John Krasinski helped her nail director role. Oh,
She's People magazine.
She's director of The Fall Guy. She's a director.
No. She plays a director in the movie.
Oh, help her
so
nail
confusing.
director
She
role.
plays a director. Yes.
Gotcha.
Because she's, it's very believable that she's gonna be a director in this movie.
Sure.
Good for her.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. She's been married to him since 2010. They have 2 daughters, Hazel and Violet. Yes. I don't really care. I don't really care about them. I don't care about this movie. I don't care.
No one cares about this movie.
Nobody cares about this movie.
You know why this show was so popular, and this is why this movie is going to fail.
Who show the
The Fall Guy, the original Fall Guy, is because it had Lee Majors in it. Everybody knew who Lee Majors was.
I love Lee Majors.
And Heather Thomas, right?
$6 million man.
He's $6
Was it
million
Heather Thomas?
man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was
What?
Heather Thomas was a chick on the show.
Yes, and Heather Thomas was the broad,
She was
who was just a
smoking hot
little bit cuter than Emily Blunt.
Oh, a lot cute. Are you kidding me?
Slightly.
Oh, she
Slightly
was
cuter.
banging, bro.
Let us reflect. Let us reflect back on The Fall Guy. So that was let's see.
A
That
long
was the
time
80s,
ago.
right? Early 80s?
Yes, Lee Majors.
Oh my God, Marky Post was in it too.
Don't forget Joanne Flug. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but that is.
Just look at so cute. What's so cute is that this was what year? What year was The Fall Guy?
Mid 80s.
Had to be 80s, right?
In mid 80s.
I would say 82, 83. At the latest.
Fuck. I'm
It
trying.
came out right. When did Zap come out? Because she was in that with Scott Bale.
Well, the
and
best
Willie Ames.
part about it is that some of the actors in it are so old that they're black and white photos.
Was it Eddie Haskell?
Or what you see?
Yeah, it says on the bottom 81 to 86. So that's when it ran.
So they're black and white photos of like
84. Thank you.
Baby, look at that. Look how crazy that is. God, it's such a long time ago. It's so crazy to me.
It's 40 years ago.
Yeah.
She's insane.
Bachelor come up. That's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that's like that. I'm sorry. All right, 81 to 86. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was must-watch TV because it was
Yeah, it
Lee
was.
Majors and it's
That's
just
when there was 3 channels, literally.
Yeah, and Heather Thomas was in there, a young Heather Thomas.
Smoking.
Yes, she was.
Let's just remember Heather Thomas was born in
Dually or something like that. He
1957.
had like a truck.
What?
Heather
Remember he
Thomas.
had like a dually or a truck.
So
or
now
something
she's he did he had a really cool pickup truck. Yeah, so now she's how old?
yeah.
Oh Jesus.
She was
She's
born in
old.
1957, so whatever that makes her.
That's too
That's
old.
back when they were still doing Battle of the Network Stars.
Oh yes, and Linda Carter was on there, who absolutely was.
Oh
yes,
Jesus, Linda
absolutely.
Carter. Now that was a dame.
That was a dame. Linda Carter really was probably the most ideological female.
Dude, she's the only person who has an IMDb for her left one and her right one.
Exactly. They were quite spectacular.
You think? That seems almost like an understatement.
So then he doesn't really have questions to ask her, by the way. Like there's nothing really going on here.
What's the matter? John Hine couldn't come through with that one?
Yeah, I guess
His
not.
one job.
I'm gonna do this on my own. I know Emily.
And the other thing is they barely talked about this horrible movie. I mean, it was just like it was really kind of the most boring.
It looks horrible. So yeah,
rambling conversation about nothing. It lasted an hour and 15 minutes.
This is
I
how
would rather see the real Lee Majors going down to Social Security office and argue why his check is late. You see this crap.
Than the Fall Guy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is how inane the conversation was, and so we'll play a little bit of that. Here we go. I mean, this is really the conversation.
So like when you were doing Oppenheimer, what's on the playlist? What's your thoughts there? I'm curious.
It's so random. It's like, doesn't even sound like I should be listening to this. I'd listen to Karungabin. Do you know that band?
Who?
Karungabin.
I heard they're good, I guess.
This is the name of a musical trio from Houston, Texas. How do you say it? Khruangbin. Khruangbin. Very straightforward.
Khruangbin.
No. Khruangbin.
Khruangbin. Let me continue the conversation now. Please hold.
Karungabin. Do you know that
Who?
band?
Who?
Karungabin. I'm probably saying them wrong.
Karungabin?
Karungabin. I hope I'm
Karungabin.
saying that right. I'm going to get in trouble for this.
No, you're not. What?
But it's
you
mainly
listen-
instrumental, sort of like vibey, like you're in a
Who turned you
lounge
on-
or you're in like a.
Who turned you on to
Karungabin.
Karungabin? Who?
Well, if you listen to if you put in Leon Bridges radio, Karungabin comes up a lot. I hope I'm fucking saying their name right. I'm going to get in trouble for this.
Karungabin. I think you just invented a band. I don't even think it exists. Karungabin.
What a horrible interview.
Okay, I'm trying to think how it's spelled. Khruangbin. How would you say it?
Krungbin.
Oh, that doesn't sound as nice as my version.
I like Karungabin.
Like,
It's better.
Karungabin sounds better than Krungbin, right?
Yeah, but
Wow. That was inane. We wave at her. Is everybody? Did I drop out? Am I still on?
Did my internet just go out?
You're frozen.
Mo-
That's why I'm waving my hand like
Weird.
this.
Mo just went Karungabin.
You know what? The clip was
Frozen.
so boring. The internet went to sleep.
The internet committed suicide.
The internet went to coma.
Did we all just die with Karungabin?
Oh, bro.
It's
My
really messing my mind up right now.
Wow. Wow.
It bored
Everything-
the internet. Your
Oh.
internet went to sleep.
It did. It
Mo
was
just
no-
had a stroke.
It just broke.
I was like, no more.
I like
No
that.
more.
This is like, all of a sudden, he's like the dude in the Twilight Zone who's like the last dude on Earth. Where is everybody?
I'm like,
You know how
either
weird
she's gone or
sometimes
I'm
the
gone.
Wi-Fi thing goes on and says, "Oh, hey, you're a little fucked up. Your Wi-Fi is like." I don't know why though. I
Hey,
don't
now
know.
you're a Japanese movie. Hey, say Godzilla.
You went
Godzilla.
Karungabin.
Gajira.
You doctor? You know library? That's right, John Doe. The utter boringness of the Stern Show has broken the space-time continuum.
Yes.
Like not even data can save us from this one.
Am I still
We're
sounding
gonna have
weird?
to build a techie on beam.
No, you weren't
around
weird.
the
It
show
was just
tonight
that
to
you were
protect
out of
it.
time, and you would just your lips would be moving, and you wouldn't be.
Am I normal now? Am I back to normal?
No,
Kung Fu is
you're
not good as my
You're still
karate.
in a movie from Japan from the 1960s.
Hey Mo, can you say you killed my master?
You killed my master.
I think we broke Dennis.
Quickly, everybody to the camp. I'm
Now
gonna.
just
I'm
say
gonna.
guacamole.
Guacamole.
Oh my next door neighbor is a lengthy black teenager.
All right, I'm gonna. Should I leave the studio and come
Balloon
back in? Is it still weird?
You're fine. Let's move on.
No, is it
It's
still weird?
only a few seconds between. It's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
That's so fucked up. I can't even. Okay, we only have 2 more clips, so let's get to them. Here's Emily talking about what a miserable vampire Howard is on vacation. This was pretty funny. Here we go.
Listen, I'll let the audience in on this. Emily and John were part of a group of people. We went on vacation together once, and we never went on vacation. They never went on vacation with me again. That'll give you an indication of how misery. I'm a misery. No one said, "Hey,
You're
let's get
not.
Howard. He's fun." You know I wasn't
I mean,
fun.
I feel like you're a bit of a vampire with the sun. I think that you're a little vampirical about any ray of light hitting your body. That's why when you were like, you saw me in my swimsuit, I was like, I really didn't. You were
Really?
shrouded. Yeah.
Well, I took one walk on the beach, and I did take my shirt off, and I figured everyone took a look, but I guess not. I guess you didn't learn.
Which makes me believe that he knew that they were photographers there.
Oh, ball's frozen again.
How are you doing that? That's pretty impressive. That's better than Charlie McCarthy.
It's like a ventriloquist.
You guys are
Charlie.
telling me what to say.
Africa.
She has a really stern
First
look
night
on
I was
her
there, I
face.
shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I'll never know.
Oh my God.
This is actually kind of disturbing.
You
I
know,
feel like Mo had a stroke. There you go.
I asked you several times if I should come in and out, and you said no.
Just go in and out. Go ahead. Just do it. We'll wait.
It is bothersome. Okay, I'm leaving.
She's leaving.
Anyway, puzzle. Take it away.
Yeah, she's deep in thought right now.
She really is.
That's most of the day. Yeah. So, and listening to this live was torturous. I was so happy to see at 10:10 that they were wrapping up.
Dude, this is hard. Dude, okay, you know what? People, he's the best interviewer. Dude, this is absolute garbage interview.
It was. I literally learned nothing about her except I don't like her. I like her less than I did before I started her in the interview.
Dude, like Conan O'Brien can interview his assistant on a whim.
It's fun.
It's 1,000 times better than this garbage.
I do better interviews.
Dude,
I have a stupid
shit.
YouTube channel.
There we go. See, there's this is that vacation.
When the people are having fun. And there he is in those poor blue shorts.
Pathetic.
And the model, the motto has its butt covered, like all
That's
mottos
it. I
do.
mean, this is the end of the show.
Emily Blunt, everybody, in The Fall Guy. And we'll see you tomorrow. There you go. That's it.
Let's get ready.
Wow.
Pretty much right on time too. It was like right? I mean, it was just done. That was it. It was over.
10:15 out the door.
Out
And
in
that's with
Z-Tour.
two commercial breaks he took. And
That's
it was
it?
so weird. He did the victory lap till about 8:30. So the victory lap was longer than the interview. 8:30 to 8:40 was commercial. 8:40 to 8:55 was filling time with Ronnie. And then he went to commercial again in 9:03. Emily Blunt comes on and they start talking about her hanging out with the Rolling Stones. I mean, that's literally the way the time frame worked.
There you
So it
go.
wasn't even 3 hours of show. It wasn't even 3 hours of actual show.
Well, what was better than the 3 hours of show is to see Beth's Instagram with 2 bunnies fucking. So there's that. And we thought this was kind of amazing.
Happy Monday.
Oh my god, my bunnies fucking fucking like bunnies.
I mean, does it think that like they're just like playing leapfrog? I mean, what does it think? I mean,
I don't know, but the face on these two is fucking classic. Hold on, let me zoom.
I mean, well, it's serious work.
Hey, I'm working here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Do you think the male bunny gave the female bunny a Spider-Man?
Bunnies don't give Spider-Man.
Yes, they do.
You don't know what a Spider-Man is?
This when a dude finishes in his hand, and then when she turns around, he throws it in her face, like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do that. I don't think
That
that's
is
funny.
literally a bunny that is like, what are you doing?
I'm working here, bitch. I'm working here.
Like,
okay.
Can I have a moment?
Why are you watching us? Why?
You're weird.
I hope you're not going to put this on the internet.
And wait, is that all Kale in the background to kill them?
Of course it is. Of course it is. All she does is record the comings and goings and eatings of her friggin'
Wait, why?
rabbits and kittens. I just saw one the other day. Let me see where it is. Oh, here she is in New York. I love New York.
I love New York.
Love you, New York City.
Because I get to live in a big apartment way up in the sky, and there aren't any dirty people near me.
And you don't, so ha
ha.
So ha
Now she's like, I got you off of YouTube, you bitches.
What in the hell is this?
Trying to think of what I would say to my 27-year-old self. Why do you have a picture so gigantic? Life size. This is a life-sized photo. Glossy. As you can see the shine in it.
But Mo, okay, so I'm gonna do some simple math here. It's younger than me, right? It's 51, right? 27 years when it was 27 years old. That is what, 24 years ago?
Okay.
Okay. So this is like after they've this is 2000. This is before they're supposedly dating. If you're 27.
Oops.
And this is a picture that they've been together for a while.
When
so the math is not working here. It was supposed to be like Mother's Day of 2001, I think.
I love that they think this is such a phenomenal photo.
That's a horrible picture.
Blow it up glossy. Glossy.
It's a poster. It's literally a poster in its own house.
Yes.
That's embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. Who does that shit? That's like only people like that, only vain people. By the way, this is the same dress that she's wearing here 400 pictures later. And so all of this in between. Because
it probably smells like BO.
She does the bait and switch posts. That's what she does. Bait and switch.
Good for her.
Here they go.
Well, yeah, because the
to know you're alive. It's such a
hey, copyright, hey, freedom use.
She whips out the show tunes for her bunnies.
Good for her.
Look at all the food.
That does not look like good bunny food for me. I mean, honestly, that doesn't look really great. That's kale.
Jesus Christ, this is what you
an
get.
idiot.
So where's the update on the cat? Oh, I didn't
Up
see
top. It's actually the top. Oh God, it's all the way on the top. It's the top post. So go all the way up to the top, and it's a black cat, and it's getting petted.
Oh, I can't do it right
Go up
now.
to the top. Go.
Yeah, no. I was trying to do something. Never mind.
You hit the little X over in the corner.
Oh, you're so cute.
Roll all the way up.
Dennis, I know how to work a computer. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Where is it?
Keep going. It's all the way at the top. Keep going.
You know, all these cats look the
Wait,
same.
hold on. It is. Oh my God! There's like 50 posts since the last. Oh, that one right there in the middle. Go down. It's above the rabbit. Go up to the rabbit, Right above the rabbits, that one right there.
Not to be confused with this one or this one or this one.
Yeah, no, it's that one right there.
Sweet Pea is the gentlest little soul. I still can't believe her human threw her out of a third-story window, and yet she is so forgiving and loves people so much. She would be wonderful around kids or grandparents. Okay, so most people will say don't rent a cat to grandparents because they could die and then the cat goes back to. And then she'd be yelling, Sweet Pea was given up by horrible old people and they died.
So this cat is still in New York. It is 1,500 miles away or 1,400 miles away from Beefus. That is some guy taking care of this cat in some really crappy apartment. That's not one of the Wiggeruses.
Let me see if there's any visual. Let me see. Oh, what an angel she is.
Can I buy her a plane ticket to California?
Of course you could, you idiot. Just email back.
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure.
They fly in
Cats
cats
come
from
in from Oman all the time. What the fuck? Go for it, idiots.
Jesus.
So anytime you see these guys, anytime you see this pleather wall, that's the lobby in Manhattan. So
and they're
super. Anytime you see
super.
people getting a cat there, that is the Manhattan cat drop off. Anytime you see this topiary,
that's out Long Island, right?
This is Long Island.
Yep.
Okay, that's the way it works. Topiary, Long Island. Pleather, Manhattan. I haven't seen a give up in Florida.
Florida, it's a parking lot also. I think it does like a parking lot, but there's like palm trees.
No, this is still Long Island.
That's on. Go up to the Broad with the stripes up higher.
New York.
New York.
Shot. Whoosh. What do you want me to say? What do you want to do?
Go up toward the newer post. Okay. Go down. All right, that's New York also.
Absolutely. These are
in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So wait, so they spent how many millions of dollars for an adoption center, and it does cat drop offs
there? No.
In a parking lot.
Yeah, none of them ever get given away from there. That's the way it works.
In a parking lot. I mean, didn't it also give one away like on the New Jersey Turnpike?
Yes,
probably.
Cat. That looks like a weird stuffed animal of a cat. Imagine waking up to this face every morning. Pebble poopy stir. Okay, nobody else uses that hashtag. Yeah,
something went wrong.
That's what you get. One
it doesn't know how hashtags work.
It does not. It does not.
It has no idea how hashtags work.
No, she's an idiot.
I got Pebble Poopy Stern.
All right. Anything else to report?
Yes.
Rabbit screwing, Pebble Poopy Stern. That's what we got. Okay, so that was today's show. And again, our show from Wednesday, which is truly a fun, stupid, silly, spectacular show. If you look down below, you'll see the link to the Twitch for it. So go watch it over there, or it still should be up on @RadioGunk on the Twitter machine, and you can watch it there. But it was a fun show. Yes.
I went to the recently deceased Conjoined Twins Instagram, and they had the same caption. It said, "Imagine waking up to this face every day."
Oh, damn!
Look below me to see my Twitch. Yes, I did. Look below, see my Twitch. Now, just so that you know, Dennis had like a fun and frolicking weekend.
Frolicking.
I was frolicking.
He frolicked. His DJ Classic Garage. Oh, and also just to make it known, Deputy had a new show on Friday.
It's still going on now. What are you?
So exactly. So go throw some love. Mr. Judy Tenuta was on the show.
Thank you, John.
So just throw him some love. Okay, go.
So I went to a gigantic picnic car show. This man had 150 cars on his property. This is bigger than most car shows.
Okay, that's a lot of property to have cars on, by the way.
Yeah, he has 3 acres, and he has 2 buildings on there, and his house, and yeah, there was a lot of cars, and we were helping park. And so we went and I interviewed the Mopar 5150 guys because they bought the Joe Dirt Daytona, the car that Joe Dirt drove. They bought it at auction, and they got everything, including the wig. The David Spade movie. Yeah.
So is the dude
Friend of the court.
Is this dude on your website? The dude in the wheelchair?
Yeah, it's that guy. It's his place. That man. He has a party every year, closest to 426, and he had 150 cars come to his house.
Wow.
Mhm.
Damn.
And you are encouraged to do a burnout when you leave.
So we're gonna see all that.
Yes, I filmed all the burnouts, including my car doing a burnout, G Canada, where I literally lit them up through second gear. So there.
Oh, look at you doing some shorts. You're so cute.
Yeah, I may actually put a couple of shorts from this of burnouts because burnouts are fun. People like burnouts.
All right.
Yes.
So check them out.
Yeah,
So
but
when will those be up? When will we see those new ones?
I'll be working on them diligently tomorrow, and by the end of the week, I'll have some of it up. There's a lot. I mean, the burnout material is over an hour to go through. The interview with the 5150 guys was about 15 minutes. I also do a walk around. I'll probably have that out first, showing the size of the show. It is insane. It is literally the craziest thing you've ever seen, where we have rows and rows and rows of old muscle cars just stacked up in this guy's front yard. It's absolutely crazy.
Show off.
All right. So just make sure
the good old boys.
Just
exactly.
Never meaning no harm.
Make sure you like and subscribe to DJ's Classic Garage so you can see everything that he's talking about. And yeah, that's it. So that is going to wrap us up for today. I thank you, everybody in the chat, for being quasi-civil today. You did a good job. Good for you.
Thanks, Tony. Tony
And
just subscribed.
oh, see, cool, excellent. All right, so that's it for us tonight. And
tomorrow Bon Jovi.
will be the same. Oh, Bon Jovi tomorrow.
And Victory Lap and Bon Jovi.
Woohoo! Yeah, woohoo! All right, we'll see you on. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.